In a vibrant village nestled on the lush plains of Ghana, there lived a young boy named Kofi. With a heart full of energy and a spirit brimming with curiosity, Kofi was known throughout the village for his adventures and boundless enthusiasm. His days were filled with running through the fields, climbing the tallest trees, and discovering the secrets hidden within the forest. One golden afternoon, as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Kofi wandered near the village well. As he approached, he saw three young women, dressed in colorful African attire, their skin glowing under the warm sunlight. Their hair, full and curly, framed their bright, smiling faces, each one more captivating than the last. Kofi, they called out in unison, their voices melodic and inviting. He stopped in his tracks, mesmerized by their beauty. He couldn't help but smile back, his heart racing with a mix of excitement and curiosity. "Hello," Kofi greeted them, trying to sound confident. "What brings you to the well today?" The tallest of the three, with a necklace made of vibrant beads, stepped forward. "We need your help," she said, her eyes twinkling. "Our tool to draw water has fallen into the well, and we cannot retrieve it." Kofi glanced at the well, then back at the girls. "The well is deep," he said, a hint of caution in his voice. "And there are snakes down there." The second girl, her dress adorned with intricate patterns, nodded. "We know, but we believe you are brave enough to help us. Please, Kofi." His heart swelled with pride at their faith in him. Despite the danger, he couldn't resist their enchanting smiles and the way they looked at him with such trust. "All right," he agreed, "I'll get your tool." With that, he climbed over the edge of the well and began his descent. The cool air inside the well contrasted sharply with the warm afternoon breeze. As he descended, the light grew dimmer, and he could hear the faint hissing of snakes below. Determined to impress the beautiful ladies above, Kofi pressed on, ignoring the growing sense of unease in his stomach. Finally, he reached the bottom and spotted the tool half buried in the dirt. He grabbed it quickly, but as he turned to climb back up, he realized just how many snakes there were. Their eyes glowed in the dim light, and their bodies writhed and slithered closer to him. Panic surged through Kofi. The beauty of the girls above seemed like a distant memory as he struggled to climb back up, the tool clutched tightly in his hand. His fingers slipped on the damp stones, and the snake's hissing grew louder, echoing off the well walls. After what felt like an eternity, Kofi finally reached the top, gasping for breath as he hauled himself over the edge. He handed the tool to the women, his hands shaking. "Here," he panted, "I got it." The girls smiled, their eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Kofi," they said in unison, their voices as enchanting as ever. But as he looked at their bright smiles, the memory of the snakes below filled him with a sense of regret. The tallest girl, noticing his distress, stepped closer. "You were very brave, Kofi. We won't forget this." Kofi forced a smile, still shaken by the experience. "You're welcome," he replied, though his voice lacked its usual cheerfulness. As the girls turned to leave, their laughter echoing in the air, Kofi watched them go, a mixture of awe and regret swelling in his heart. From that day on, Kofi's adventures took on a different tone. He remained as energetic and curious as ever, but the memory of the well full of snakes reminded him to think twice before acting on impulse. And though he still marveled at the beauty around him, he never forgot the lesson he learned from the 3 enchanting ladies and the perilous well.